J-E-T-S! Let's go!
Quick pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown! What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson.
J-E-T-S!
Let's get it! Wow! Jet Life Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets Media, I love you all. Free call! It's gone! Ready to take flight with the Jets, baby. Let's go!
What is going on, Jets Nation? Good afternoon. This is your boy Richie here at Jets Media. We will be breaking down the latest Jets free agency news because we have some Jets visiting this week. Mike Williams is arriving today. Jadeveon Clowney is arriving this morning. Not this morning, I think early this week, maybe even today as well. I'm not sure the exact timeline, but earlier in the week, Monday, Tuesday, the Jets will have Jadeveon Clowney and Mike Williams, and this is really big stuff. This is really big stuff that Jets fans need to start talking about, and I already know what Jets fans are going to say. Look, I already have Matt, my man Matt in the chat saying, don't let him leave the building. That's going to be the consensus around Jets fans across everywhere. Don't let them leave the building. Let them sign the contract. Don't let them go anywhere else. I know that's what's going to be said all week long, and this is exciting stuff because the Jets have an opportunity to land two big-time pieces to this Jets team, and I'm excited. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up too much because there's a chance that we don't get either of these two guys. There's a chance we get one of the two, but there's also a chance somehow we can get both of them. That would be ridiculous. If the Jets, let me just say this real quick. If the Jets land both Mike Williams and Jadeveon Clowney, I mean, what do we... I don't even want to go there because then I will be losing my mind on this show because the Jets basically did everything they needed to do in the offseason, and then we didn't even get to the NFL draft yet, okay? Because what do we not do yet? We did not get a wide receiver. Well, Mike Williams will be that wide receiver we get. Let's not forget we need a replacement for Mr. Bryce Huff and Carl Lawson. Jadeveon Clowney would be that replacement. So a lot of stuff to break down. There's a lot of draft buzz going on around the league about certain players rising, certain players falling. Where are the New York Jets going to go? We were live last night on Sunday to talk about Mike Williams potentially landing with the New York Jets. In today's live show, I want to get into the chat, take some of your calls, and just really break down where the Jets should go. And if the Jets land both of these guys, that will be absolutely ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, hit that like button on your way into the show. We got a lot of exciting things coming your way on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe. Shout out to everybody tuning in live on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All at the same time, baby. Life is good. Life is good right now. It's March 18th. We're in week 2 of free agency. The Huddle by BetUS TV is back today at 3 p.m. EST. Excited to break down everything related to the NFL with the boys over there out in the Huddle with TD Finstock and Dan Mitchell. Woo! Let's get everybody's thoughts in the chat. Does everybody want both of these guys, Mike Williams? And if you had to choose between one of the two, which one are you taking? I'm assuming everyone's going to lead Mike Williams because that is the more glaring need is the wide receiver, if we're being honest with ourselves. And I also feel like Jets fans are kind of split, or not split, more divided in terms of where we want to go in the NFL draft. Because what the Jets are trying to do here is to fill every single hole. So when we go into the NFL draft, there's not one glaring hole that needs to be filled. That should be the goal. Okay? That should be the goal for the New York Jets heading into the NFL draft. We do not want to go in there with one gigantic hole and try to tack it in the NFL draft. So I think the Jets are doing a great job thus far, man. They're being patient. Jets fans, just hold out, baby. Hold out hope because Joe Douglas is doing his job right now. Joe Douglas is doing his job. The fact that we were able to land Tyron Smith is ridiculous, folks. It is ridiculous because I feel like that just put a bow on top. Because listen, if we did not get Tyron Smith, everybody would be saying the same thing. We need to go left tackle. We need to go left tackle in the NFL draft. Now, some people are still saying we should go offensive line, which I'm still about, by the way. And other people are like, nah, let's go get a playmaker to add to Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, Mike Williams is coming tonight. He's arriving tonight, and then I think their meeting is tomorrow. Could be wrong there. Who doesn't want Mike Williams? I mean, what are we doing? This is a perfect complement to this offense with Aaron Rodgers, and Jets fans should be really excited about this opportunity. Absolutely. Because the Jets have a chance here, folks. And I know I don't want to be someone that's hyping up the Jets and get Jets fans uber excited all over again like we did last year just for a disappointment. But it's hard not to be excited of the potential of this team. We have to get healthy and stay healthy. The path to this Jets team is the division, baby. I will stand on that. Did we get Bakhtiari for depth? We did not get Bakhtiari for depth. Should we? Absolutely. If we can land David Bakhtiari on a vet minimum contract for depth, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. Hey, Richie, go Jets. What's up, Jason? Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. What do you think the offer is, Richie? I think his extension with LA was 3 years, $60 million. I think the Jets are going to try to offer him a highly, they've been very consistent with their contracts, right? A highly incentive contract was given to Tyron Smith, right? Also, the Jadeveon Clowney contract just got revealed, and it's a 1-year contract, which has void years. So we're basically paying Jadeveon Clowney next year, even though he's not going to be on the team unless the Jets re-sign him. That's an option. But I feel like if you look at around the contracts the Jets have been handing out, I think there's a chance that the Jets try to, persuade Mike Williams to, hey, you can come here. You'll have a highly incentive contract where if you play and you hit certain accolades, you hit certain stat lines, you'll be getting paid a significant amount, with the idea of maybe hitting the open market next year. I don't really think it's going to be more than a year deal, maybe 2 years. I would ideally like a 2-year contract for Mike Williams because I feel like there's a 2-year window right now. And if we can land Mike Williams for 2 years, draft a wide receiver, that means we'll have, our wide receiver position is pretty much set for the next 2 seasons because Garrett Wilson's here for the next 2 years, and if not more. Mike Williams, if he signs on a 2-year deal, and then we have potentially a rookie coming in for another long term. We have Brownlee, we have Gibson still here for another 3 years. So the Jets have a really good opportunity here to get continuity at the playmaker position, folks. At the playmaker position. I'm still so excited, bro. Papa Yeti says, still want that rookie tackle. We have a great future core in place at guard, center guard. Would be great to throw in a young tackle in there as well. Don't forget about Carter Warren. Not to say that I think he is, good enough to start right away, but don't sleep on Carter Warren learning behind Tyron Smith. We have a young player who played pretty well as a rookie. Wasn't perfect. Absolutely wasn't perfect. But hey, 4th-round rookie, he was impressive to me. I'm really high on Carter Warren. You guys should be as well. So, not to say they shouldn't draft the tackle because of Carter Warren, but let's not pretend. We have a promising young player to learn, and there's a lot of guys I love in this draft. I think the Jets are going to draft an offensive tackle for sure. It's just a matter of if they're going to go early or later. Only time will tell. Only time will tell, baby. Let's freaking go. Jets fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This has been a hell of an offseason. We're going to be taking callers today, guys. We're going to be taking callers. Last night I said no callers. Sorry, Sunday night. But today we will be taking callers, folks. We will be taking callers 100%. So get your call ready, baby. Let's go. I'm excited. We got over 240 people watching live right now. Hit that thumbs up button. We got Mike Williams and Jadeveon Clowney visiting the New York Jets. Woo! Man, can we get both? I don't want to get my hopes up. But it's possible, so it's hard not to. It's for sure possible, so it's hard not to get my hopes up. Because Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson are 2 dynamic weapons. Can you imagine what will look like with the potential of adding Mike Williams and another playmaker in the NFL draft? Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Woo! I'm pumped up right now, and there's no reason for Jets fans not to be pumped up because everything regarding the NFL draft has been shaken up. Okay? The NFL draft is really going to be interesting. Really interesting. Because I feel like that it's really up in the air of where the Jets are going. Like, not a lot of people really have an idea. I'm seeing people, I saw a report today that Neighbors is potentially wide receiver 1 over Marvin Harrison Jr. You feel me? Like, a lot of things are going on right now around the NFL regarding the New York Jets and just the overall Jets draft or NFL draft in total. Now, folks, speaking of the NFL draft, if you guys want to check out BetUS Sportsbook, the proud sponsor of the channel, make sure you guys check them out. You click that link down below in the description. You can get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits with a 10% gambler's insurance, of course. Now, you look on their website, folks, there are a bunch of bets that I like because you can bet on who's going number 1. I mean, Caleb Williams is at minus 3,000. That seems like a lock. Who's the first non-quarterback selected? So there's rumors right now that, Malik Neighbors is wide receiver 1 over Marvin Harrison Jr. He's at plus 600. So he's actually the second most likely to go the first non-quarterback, which is interesting. If you like Malik Neighbors going before Marvin Harrison Jr., I like that plus 600. You can predict who's going number 2 overall. Is it going to be Jaden Daniels to Washington? Is it going to be Drake May or another player? Also, you can pick on which position is going to be Mr. Irrelevant. And guess who owns Mr. Irrelevant? The Jets, which is great. We own the Mr. Irrelevant draft pick. Which position are the Jets going to go? I really like this. It's really a crapshoot. Like, how are you going to predict this? If I had to guess, I like the Jets maybe going tight end or even safety with the Mr. Irrelevant pick. Maybe we go Brock Purdy style and try to get a quarterback. I don't know. Really interesting stuff. But, folks, definitely go check out BetUS Sportsbook. They have a lot of fun prop bets for the NFL draft and a lot of other things on their website. 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Shout out to BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, live betting, and casino. To celebrate 30 years in business, we have the best bonuses in the industry. Get a 125% sign-up bonus and up to 30 risk-free bets. So what are you waiting for? Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins, baby. Shout out to BetUS Sportsbook. Don't forget, guys, we'll also be live on BetUS TV at 3 p.m. today on The Huddle. And I'm excited to go after TD and Dan Mitchell, let them know that the New York Jets are coming because we're getting crazy in the offseason, baby. The hype is going to be fulfilled. I promise you all on that. Folks, if you want to call into the show, I put the link at the top of the chat. We're going to hear from Jets Nation and hear what they have to say about the New York Jets heading into the second week of free agency, baby. It's the second week of free agency, baby. I'm excited. You should be excited too. All right? I'm excited, and you should be excited too. Let's get into the first caller of the show. We got the number 1 grinder. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm fine. This is my first time here. I've always been supposed to support you for a while, so I'm happy you're here. I'm hyped. I'm a New Yorker. I'm living
first time caller. Appreciate that, man. You're hyped?
Yeah, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm hyped. I'm being greedy. We want Clowney and Williams, but still be still be aggressive though.
Okay.
You gotta be aggressive.
Hey, because you don't got to convince me of both of them, baby. We're all getting greedy together.
Yeah, we can. I want it all. Because listen, I'm a long time. Let me tell you something. When the Jets won the Super Bowl, I was going on 3.
I wasn't.
So I've been suffering.
Woo.
Suffering.
Man. And look at you. What are you doing right now? You're still loyal. That is the definition of character right there, baby.
That's what I know. You know what I'm
all
saying?
you've done is suffer as a Jets fan. And look where you are today, my friend.
Yeah. So I'm here. So I'm just letting people know, please support parents like we're right here and just understand that we got called for you walk. This Joe Douglas, people talk about Joe Douglas if you want to. From 2020 on, he has not missed. I want people to think about where I'm coming from. You know where I'm coming from, my brother. He has not missed. And that's very rare of the Jets in the past.
I have to agree.
Trust me, very rare.
So you believe in Joe Douglas?
Yeah,
Mm.
The last 2 weeks, like you said,
He's aggressive right now. He understands this is it. This is the time to go all in, and I think he's done a tremendous job up until this point. I have to agree. I really do.
He had to, because I tell people, you have to think about it. We got one of the best quarterbacks ever. That wants to come. See, I want people to understand. I'm gonna say a little history because you understand what I'm saying. Remember when he was with Green Bay, and when they just beat him soundly 40-13, and then you see how Green Bay treated him, and you see Sauce got to pick up that cheese. Now you know how Green Bay picked up that cheese, and Rodgers did not say nothing about it. I was talking to my godson. I said, I think there's a slim chance he might come to dress. Why do you say? Come on now. If anybody pick up anything that's similar to their team, they franchise, they're gonna defend it. You know that I know, and they didn't say nothing. That tell you something, that there was something going on in Green Bay, and then along the way and stuff like that he wants, because he didn't have to come here, but he wants to come because he see the potential. And my thing is this, and now it's time to cash in.
100%.
It's time to cash in now. It's time. It's time. So I would just want to let people know, understand what I'm saying. It's been a long time. I'm talking real fans. It's been a long time. But sometimes that Joe Douglas work is mad, because I'm saying we want Clowney and Williams. I want both of them.
The grinder. I'm right there with you. I'm greedy just like you. And I love how you broke it down, because Aaron Rodgers is here and we have to go all in and build this team to win today. Great call. First time caller. Hopefully it's not your last. Love to see you again, my friend.
My last and everything. You see me soon. But thank you so much. I'm going to go drop down and listen to the show. Thank you. And keep up the follow. Go Jets.
Go Jets. The grinder. Great first caller of the show. Thank you so much for the call and the kind words. I mean, he's right. I heard no lies. Did you guys hear a lie there? Because I didn't. Aaron Rodgers came to the Jets because he saw something. And the worst part about it is that we still did not see the man play because of an injury. So the Jets got to double down and build the best roster possible, filled with veterans and young talent, to go all in for the next 2 years. Let's go! Dominic, hi, Richie, just joined as a subscriber. Welcome. I have a question. You Italian? Yeah. Was it obvious? Is it obvious that I'm Italian? I don't know. Dominique, welcome to the Jets Media family. Welcome to all new subscribers. I have noticed we have a lot of new subscribers joining the Jets Media family. I just want to welcome you to the channel. If you've been here a long time, like my man Johnny has, who's up next, love having you guys here. Johnny's here, baby. Long-time subscriber. Long-time caller. How you doing, bro?
Oh, hanging in there, man. Waiting for the next moves. I think the next move is extending our guys now instead of later. Bring back Davis. Bring back, extend MC2 rather than later. Extend DJ Reed. I think those moves will make this even of a better free agency for us. I want Mike Williams, but dude, it's a scary pick. I'd rather go with Boyd, to be honest with you, man. I just think the upside with Boyd's a lot higher than what people are talking about. I mean, look at the numbers he's done being behind Chase and Higgins and everything. So, I mean, I like Williams, don't get me wrong, but it's another injured, riddled person that we're going to go ahead and bring on over here as well. In the draft, my whole take, and I've been saying it forever, I still say we go O-line, 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 unless you get a dog of a player like your, neighbors, which would be huge. I mean, that dude's there, you run and you grab that guy. But I'm all about the trade back scenario, maybe with Jacksonville at 17, pick up that second. Probably could pick up Fatanu, who is a player that could play tackle and guard. That'll be your security blanket if we have an injury of, Smith or Morgan Moses. I mean, bring in Donovan Smith. Dude's, I know he's not a player that everybody's like, oh, look at what he's done and all that, but he's an individual that stays healthy, and he's a plug and play.
Need depth. Right now, we're excited about our 5 offensive linemen, Johnny, but you bring up a good point. We got to get depth. We're not done. So, listen, I'm someone that believes in the trenches more than anybody else, and I keep reminding the people, just because we have 5 starters does not mean the Jets should not go offensive line still in the first round. But then there's like some shiny playmaker available. It's so hard to, right? This is why the draft for the Jets is so interesting. Like,
and
it's so interesting.
Another individual that's not talked about a lot is bringing back McGovern, too, man. That dude's such a big piece.
Got to bring him back
there as well. Just as we keep talking about the right amount of vets to the rookies that we have and the young players and stuff like that. It'll be intriguing to see how we continue to keep going. I mean, as of right now, for me, it's a B in free agency. That could potentially be an A, depending upon what kind of weapon we bring in. But with that being said, what's your take on look, I love Bauer because I'm a big Dogs fan, bro, right? But dude, this is a crazy ass conversation that people are having right now.
Brock Bowers?
Yeah, bro, people are saying he's too small. He's not really a tight end like that. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Dude, 6'4", 240. George Kittle, 6'4", 245. What's his name? Laporta, 6'4", 240. Dude from Kincaid, 6'4". Mind blowing.
Well, Johnny, I'm right there with Brock Bowers. Okay, I loved him before the whole the season ended in college last year, and I was like, that'd be sick if the Jets were able to bring him in. And I was consistent with my take. I said the only way the Jets can get Brock Bowers if they build out the offensive line of free agency, and they have done that. I still think there's more work to be made, but bro, if you can land Mike Williams, I think Brock Bowers has to be a big option for the Jets, because you add another dynamic weapon to a position that could be upgraded. Tyler Conklin's no scrub either. I mean, this would be absolutely loaded up. So I'm all in on Brock Bowers. I don't know what people are saying he's undersized. I don't agree with that. So we shall see. Johnny, I appreciate the calls. We got a lot of callers up next. We're going to get to the next one.
Hey, Rich,
appreciate you big time.
One nugget real quick for you, though.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I did hear that the whole Williams deal is already done. A 2-year, $25 mil. From our good friend Nick, so shout out to him. That's just a rumor.
Who's your source, Johnny?
Reveal
your source.
Proud New York Jets fan, Nick.
Okay.
We had that convo yesterday on his thing, and from a good source that he has, says it's pretty much a done deal pending physical.
All right. Well, I got to reach out to my source to confirm that or not. But hey, I trust you, Johnny. Appreciate you, Johnny. Great call from Mr. Johnny, baby. I got to reach out to my source now. I mean, what are we doing here? All right. Well, the Jets visiting with Mike Williams, visiting with Jadeveon Clowney. Woo! All right, folks, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We got a lot of people waiting up next. Just be patient. We're going to get to every single one of your calls. So if you are backstage, just know you will be brought in the order that you joined. But hit that thumbs up button, guys. We have over 300 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes right now, folks. Let's get to the next caller. We got Mr. Abe. What's good, bro? It's been a minute.
Been a minute. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Real quick, I missed the last part of what John said. He said that you guys were talking about that somebody was imminent on signing a contract. Just wondering what it was.
Yeah, he said, according to a source that he talked to, that Mike Williams and the Jets are close on a 2-year, $25 million deal. I'm not taking that. I mean, no offense, Johnny, but I don't know if I'm going to believe that until I see it. But hey, you never know. He's coming through tonight.
I actually just saw on one of the Instagram accounts that I follow the cap charges for Simpson, Kinlaw, and I think it was Smith, and some salary cap wizardry by JD. Very, very happy.
100%, man. The Lincoln Tomlinson release freed up $8 million. We used that $8 million on Moses and Simpson. So we turned Lincoln into 2 starters.
Had to do it. He was like a traffic cone out there. It was like he might as well like people are saying we had a hole on the offensive line, like he was the hole.
Yeah, he was. The only thing that he did good for us is stay healthy, and that's it.
Honestly, I mean, I'm actually just really really glad that free agency has been like, at least we've been making moves, like, and we've been making like pretty good moves, because like at the beginning of last week I remember, like, especially like once Monday ended and like when like nothing was done, people were like up in arms, like up in flames, like, pitchforks and torches, like
Typical.
burn everything. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, I'm just really happy. Especially I was out on Friday eating with out of dinner with my girlfriend, and like literally as soon as we finished, we're about to leave, I see like I get a notification from the Jets app that we have a free agency move, and I was like, oh shit, what is it? So I look Instagram, boom, Tyron Smith, and I was like,
Woo!
go. Like that was like, I mean, the injuries, like, yeah, that's a concern, but like Elliot, but I think like what last year was like 13 games. So like, I mean, I'll take that, like, at least.
100%.
And like, and with how he played, like, better, at least better than how like our tackles were. I'll take it. I'm like, my belief though, like free agency, with free agency is like, I still believe we should maybe sign. I'd be down to sign Bakhtiari, like cheap deal. I guess like he would be like be the backup to Smith, to Tyron Smith. If maybe he takes that, maybe he doesn't. Like, let's say hypothetically he does. So not only just Bakhtiari, but also like another swing tackle. So then we would have like, we'd have like Tyron Smith as the starter, Bakhtiari as the backup, and then like a swing tackle, maybe like a swing tackle is like the third option. But for the draft, I still, even through all that, I still think we should go tackle round one. And I'm warming up to the idea of a Troy Fatanu, however you say it. I think, hey, like, because he has like the AVT versatility. He can play tackle, he can play guard, but also like if we have Smith and fingers crossed we have Bakhtiari. Like imagine like he's able to sit for a year learning behind Tyron Smith and David Bakhtiari. That'd be
100%. I mean, that's really the whole thing here. Do we want to go long term with the offensive line, get somebody that's young that can learn behind for the long term, or do we roll the dice and just hope that this offensive line stays healthy and just get a playmaker to go all in a win? That's like such a big debate that's happening in the Jets facility that us as fans, of course, are going to be talking about. So really intriguing stuff, and I think that the more we get to see where the Jets go in free agency this week, if we land Mike Williams or not, if we sign a David Bakhtiari or not, or add another offensive lineman, we're going to get more clarity as the NFL draft comes up. So this is really fun topics. And Abe, thank you for calling. It was great to see you. It's the first time I've seen you since the season, so great to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well.
You too, brother. I'll see you soon.
See you soon, my man. Great call from Abe. As usual, let's freaking get it, baby. We got over 340 people live watchers on YouTube. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richie here on Jets Media. We're talking about the latest free agency news for the New York Jets. Mike Williams and Jadeveon Clowney are scheduled to meet with the New York Jets early this week. Mike Williams is scheduled to land tonight. Jadeveon Clowney is scheduled to meet with the Jets tomorrow. Things are getting crazy. Okay, this is where the fun begins. Yes, last week is when free agency officially began, but now this is where all those second tier, third tier waves of free agency gone. You do more visits like this, things are going to get heated up. And the NFL draft is becoming more interesting as days pass. I mean, the amount of times I've seen Daniel Jeremiah, this mock draft, that mock draft, like this player falling, that player rising. I mean, what's going on? I can't wait to see how it all happens. Unfortunately, we have a long time until the draft. It's like, what? More than a month away. But hey, we'll be all here together, killing time all the way up until the NFL draft. Let's get into the next caller. Let's get weird. What's up, bro?
What's up, Richie? How you been, buddy?
I've been great, bro. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. So your first caller, he kind of took my point, but I just want to piggyback what he was saying. Like I was thinking, like 4 or 5 years ago, if you could count on two hands, like how many players you just did not want on our squad. And then like you look at our squad now and it's like, dude, it's like Zach Wilson, obviously he's gone, but Lazard, it's like, how many do you really think like if we didn't have him, we'd be a better team? And it's just like, it's crazy how far we've come in that 4 to 5 years, which that may be longer than most teams, but I just want to get your thoughts on that. Like how many players you think?
It's really true. And the other side of it is you're 100% correct, but the one thing, which is the elephant in the room, is it hasn't translated to wins, right? We haven't won yet. We haven't went to the playoffs. We don't have a winning season. So it's hard to justify the praise to Joe Douglas. But then you look on paper and you look at everything, and the reality is we haven't had a quarterback. We got our quarterback last year. He got hurt, and the Jets were not able to survive. So that's the mystery box. It's just figuring out the quarterback position. And now we have Aaron Rodgers coming back, and we have somebody backing him up that I feel like we have more confidence in Tyrod Taylor. So, like, as well of a job, because you're 100% right, and Jets fans need to realize that. Like, go back 5 years ago. This roster was so bad. And that's why there's, Jets fans should actually be happy and be feeling confident about this team because of the talent that we have on this team. We have multi-time All-Pros on the defensive end. We have an offensive rookie of the year in Garrett Wilson, another offensive rookie of the year candidate in Breece Hall, and we have one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game on our roster. So it really just comes down to, like, some Jets fans, rather, are sick of saying Joe Douglas deserves a statue and all these things, because what's last for us to really start praising Joe D is wins. Right? That's where we can officially start saying Joe Douglas did his job properly, because you go back 5 years ago and then you look at the roster today, he's done his job.
It's a complete flip-flop, man. It's crazy. If they could start closing games out, play with the lead, send in our freaking heavy hitters at the end of the games, get to the quarterback, bro, I swear we will close them out. Man, if we can get over 10, 11 wins, oh, my God, I don't know what I'd do with my life. I really don't.
Well, that's why our fan base is unique, because we've been suffering for so long. So when we finally get over the hump and start winning football games, this fan base is going to explode. And we're going to be here together celebrating.
You going to come to Nashville this year or what?
I might have to. You going to the game?
I'm trying to get good seats behind the Jet sideline. I'm going to see if I can get some. Hopefully get to see all the content creators. I know there's a lot who are wanting to come out that way.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so nice out here. And then Johnny, by the way, go Gators, homie. I know you said you're a Georgia fan, so go Gators.
There you go. Well, if I'm going to Nashville, I'll definitely let you know, bro. Appreciate the call. Sir. Appreciate all the support. Let's go, Jets.
See you, buddy.
Peace out, bro. Great caller from Nashville. We got Jets fans nationwide. Excuse me, I take that back. We have Jets fans worldwide. We have Jets fans, like, in other countries, maybe other planets, too. You guys think there's, like, Jets fans outside of the planet? All right, now I'm getting a little crazy. But my point is, Jets fans are everywhere, and I absolutely love it, because my favorite part about our Jets family is there's no reason for us to be fans of this team. They've done nothing but disappoint and give us heartbreak. Why do we love this team so much? It's because we know that there will be an opportunity. There will be a time where we get over the hump and get to the promised land. And when that does happen, oh my gosh, that feeling is going to be something that we've never experienced. It's going to be an out-of-body experience, I'll tell you that much. And we're going to be here together celebrating. And hopefully it happens this year or next year or in this window, right? That's the best case scenario, man. That's the best case scenario. Thank you to all the callers backstage. I'm going to get to all your callers right away, baby. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. We got over 340 live watchers. Let's get to 200 likes. If you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're live talking about the latest Jets free agency news. Man, it's been a joy. It's been a joy to get your guys' thoughts about what to expect with this team. Richie, you see the Jets tweet of Greg the Leg hitting over 50-yard field goals for 2 minutes. Can't wait to have him back. Yeah, I mean, that's our best offensive weapon. How sad is that? That'll change next year. I promise. In a way where Greg will still hit his 50-plus yarders and stuff, but we're going to have more offensive weapons where we're not relying on 3 points. Next year, I don't want Greg to be busy. I want him just kicking extra points. That's all we need. Extra points. We want touchdowns, Greg. We want touchdowns. Okay? Hopefully, Greg Zuerlein doesn't. And same with Thomas Morstead. As much as we wanted both Greg Zuerlein and Thomas Morstead back, we're hopeful that both of those players are not active a lot this next coming year like they were last year, because that means we are thriving and scoring points, okay? And not punting and not settling for 3 points. Can we actually make it the gold zone like Nathaniel Hackett was basically lying to us last year? Oh, the gold zone. Yeah, how did that work? Well, I don't want to give him a pass, but Rodgers is what the gold zone's all about. Aaron Rodgers comes back, we'll be all good. Not to mention, we have new jerseys coming up soon. The announcement's going to be in April, so I'm excited to see those, even though we kind of all know what they're going to look like. It's going to be fresh, tell you that much. It's going to be fresh. The Jets just got to score 21 to 24 points a game, and we are going to win a lot of football games and get to the playoffs, and dare I say, maybe even compete to win the damn division. Yeah, that's the path for the playoffs, is winning the AFC East. The time is now. Let's get to more of your callers, guys. We got Connor. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Hi, how you doing tonight?
Look at that backdrop. Woo!
Thank you. I just got a new webcam, so I'm trying to move it around, see how I can
Upgrading the
there we go.
equipment. Connor, you got the Shure mic, you got the backdrop. You're absolutely killing it, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna go back to what Johnny said about Nick Shine last night on his Sunday show, talking about Williams to the Jets. I didn't make it through the whole show, but I didn't see that point. But as soon as you said that, I texted my source right away because I don't know if that's true. Like I really like Johnny, good guy, but I don't know if that's 100% true. So I just texted my source to see what he had to say. But I'm hoping this Williams visit goes well. Like Johnny said, there's a chance that this deal's already done. I hope it's done. I really do. I really want him. I like him and Boyd. And if we're not going to go get him, go get Boyd. There are other options, and I still want a playmaker in the draft. I know offensive line, we still need to build it up, but I want a playmaker in the draft. I mean, if Odunze falls to 10, 100%. And then I've been talking to Boy Green about it on his show. He's come on my show 2 times in the last week, and he was saying, according to the draft value chart, there's a chance Odunze falls to 10, and that value would be 10, obviously, to go up 1 pick, and then a late 4th-round pick. And for Romo Odunze to go up 1 pick, I'd 100% do that.
So you're all in for playmaker. You want wide receiver? Even if we get Mike Williams or a Boyd?
Even if we get Williams or Boyd, I still want wide receiver. And then you can go tackle in the later rounds. And, I'm all for trading back too and collecting the second tier of tackles, kind of. If we could get Troy Fatanu, or however you say Fatanu, in the the 15-18 area, I'm down for that. Guyton and Mims, I think, would be solid in the 20 to 25 area. And then you have later guys. I think this draft class is very talented. I'd be all for trading back and looking at an Adonai Mitchell or a Brian Thomas Jr. If we were to trade back late first round, Kingsley Sumadia, or I don't know how to say his last name, the tackle out of BYU.
Yep.
And then I like Keon Coleman for the wide receiver in the later first round.
And that's the beautiful thing about this draft. I mean, you just laid out 8. I mean, we saw Jets Talk 24/7, Ryan's chart.
The flow chart or whatever.
The flow chart. Yeah. I couldn't even read it. I mean, I could, but it took me a little bit. It was like a puzzle to solve. And the reason why is because there's so many different avenues the Jets can go down. And Connor, you just broke it down beautifully for the people.
Thank
Guys,
you.
Don't forget to check out Connor's YouTube channel. You're doing a great job over there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And yeah, so that was great. I think that Jets fans got to open their mind to many different scenarios. Don't just hold on to one scenario because you might be disappointed. Open your mind. There's a lot of different avenues that I think is a good opportunity for the Jets to not only, land a big-time piece in the first round, but even get some guys in the later rounds like Connor broke down. So we appreciate the call, Connor, and hope to see you again soon, my man.
Yeah, hope to see you again soon. Keep up the good work. Congrats on 22K. We kind of I hit 500 the same day you hit 22K. So
are you kidding, Connor? Let's freaking go.
Yeah, halfway to 1,000.
Your future, I guarantee you that. How about that?
Halfway to 1,000. We got to get there. My goal's before the season starts, so it's looking.
Guys,
good
everybody help Connor out. He just hit 500 subs. Go help him get to 1,000, baby.
I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, Connor. Absolutely killing it, man. Connor. The future of the Jets content world is bright. Not because of me, because of him. Okay? Because of guys like Connor. How about that? You absolutely love to see it. I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I'm just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. You guys are stuck with me. You're stuck with me forever. Connor, why don't you link your channel in the chat, Connor, so the people can... I mean, Modine, you are so evil. I mean, look how evil Modine is. I mean, you know what, Modine? Later. I'm sick of you. Come on. Oh, now he says, sub, right? Right when I call him out, he says, subbed. Sorry, Modine. Later. To the Shadow Realm you go. Ha James! What's good, bro? James, I can't hear you. James, we can't hear you. Come on, baby. Turn that mic on. Turn that mic on. Come on, James. I know you can turn your mic on. All right.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, bro.
There we go. There we go. First off, this little kid, Connor, this kid's a stud. Everybody go follow this kid. I love this kid. This kid is awesome. Keep up the good work, brother.
100%.
With that being said, Richie, you know where we're at, bro. You know what we're about to do? We're about to sign Mike Williams. Done. Brock Bowers is coming. You know what I don't hear anyone talk about? Nobody talks about Brock Bowers staying in line and chipping, right? Chipping on those little tight end screens and shit like that. That's almost an added offensive lineman. So we don't necessarily need to go O-line with the first pick if he's willing to get his nose dirty, which I think he is. First off, since when is 245, 250 small for or underweight for a tight end?
It's not, bro.
It's
I know
not.
what you're saying.
Not at all. That's in between a offensive lineman and wide receiver. There's no wide receivers at 250. So like your biggest wide receiver is 230, and that's a huge wide receiver. So if we can close this Mike Williams deal, which I think Joe D is going to do for sure, I think that's already a done deal. I don't think they're going to let him leave. If he does leave, like you said, because I listened to your thing this morning, if he does leave, which he's got to do his due diligence, I think he's coming here, bro. We're building something special right now. I know how I sound. I always sound positive before the season starts. but I'm doing my best, bro. I love.
Hard not to be. It's hard not to be.
Right now, it's hard not to be. I love what Joe D's doing, bro. And there's no Jet fan that actually knows what's going on that would not say that this guy is not killing it right now, because he is.
100%. It's just we have that same thing in the back of our mind that I think the only thing that will ruin this season is the same thing that happened last year, is injuries. That's it. I feel like the only thing that's going to hurt this Jets team is themselves. Like, if we're like, this team is stacked up right now, it's hard to say, justify us not doing something.
Richie, we got to stop thinking like that, bro. We got to.
No, I agree.
I think that, like, I know it sounds ridiculous and there's some people that don't believe it, but like, I have a full belief in like manifesting things. And like, if it's like, oh, well, we're going to sign him, but God forbid he gets injured. That's any player. I got this kid Connor watching now. I'm trying to, that's any player, bro.
This kid
Connor. Because my girl's like, you curse way too much. I'm like, all right, I'll do my best to stop.
No, you're right, man. I'm a man of energy. Law of attraction. We got to manifest it. Let's not even bring up the injuries because you're 100% right. I could not agree more.
We'll see what happens here, but I think Jadeveon and Mike Williams are definite possibilities. If we can somehow, if JD can lock those down, right? I think we can move down maybe 2 or 3 spots. What do you think? What's the furthest you think we can move down to get Bowers? 13?
I don't know if you can move down to get Bowers.
I don't think so, right?
I think it's either at 10 or if they're lucky, then they can get him at 10, like 13 or something like that. I'm not too sure.
But I'm saying, so let's just say best possible scenario. Clowney signs, right? Mike Williams signs. Then to sign, to draft Odunze or Brian Thomas, it just wouldn't make sense at that point. It wouldn't. The best case would be either drop down to get JPJ or Bowers. Right? That would be the only things that make sense at that point.
Wow. Well, I have to agree. We shall see, James. We got a long way until that draft. It's going to be a lot of hype up until that point, bro. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully see you again soon, bro.
Are you going to the main event?
No, I'm not.
You're not? I think I'm going to go there, though.
You should. You absolutely should. They're doing a huge event over there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have it over there. But we'll talk soon, bro.
We will talk soon. Appreciate you, James. I mean, guys, I hope you guys were tuning into the Jets Media podcast during the season, because James, his calls during the season were just absolutely legendary. So it's good to see his thoughts in the offseason. It's cool to see his thoughts in the offseason. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. We got a lot of callers lined up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's the Jets free agency show. The Jets have Mike Williams and Jadeveon Clowney tuning in, baby, to the NFL Jets facility. Bring him in, baby. Joe Douglas. Let them sign. Appreciate you guys. All right, next up, we got V-Man flexing. Come on, V-Man. We got kids watching, bro.
What? Can you tell me what this is?
I don't know. It looks like rum.
Yeah.
Come on, V-Man. I know you.
Yes, you do know me.
Is that rum and Coke?
Yes,
That's
it
12:45.
is. Yes, it's a Cuba Libre. Now I'm just excited with the free agency. You know, look, like it's good. Like you see Joe Douglas making smart moves, being aggressive. You know, not settling. You know, you get the best left tackle available on the market. You get him. You bring him in. Good. You make a smart trade for a solid. Right. I mean, completely rebuilt this line. As long as it stays healthy, it's probably right now the best line in the division.
I mean, yeah. You could argue that. For
And
sure.
you're looking, yeah, and you're potentially bringing in Mike Williams. You know, that's another smart move there. Jadeveon Clowney adding more depth to the pass rush, getting that, you know, potentially getting another wide receiver that you can line up opposite of Garrett Wilson to free him up. It gives you so much more flexibility going into the draft. And I agree with the fact probably they're going to trade down, but it all depends on it's all going to depend on how the board falls. You know, if there's a team that's going to be willing to trade up, you know, because there's got to be a player that they want at that spot.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's the big thing we have to talk about. The Jets, it takes two to tango when it comes to these trades. And the Jets are obviously open to me moving back, but is there a team out there that likes someone enough at 10 to move all the way up to get their guy? So a lot of different avenues.
Well, probably the only position you generally trade up for in the first round is quarterback. So it's just going to depend on if one of those court signal callers is still there.
Yeah, and I feel like J.J. McCarthy, the more the buzz, it feels like he's not going to be there at 10. He's going earlier.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So I don't know if there's another guy. There might be 4 quarterbacks in the top 10. I don't know if anyone's trading up for anyone outside of those top 4. So we shall see. But V-Man, it's good to see you, and just drink some water as well.
I'll be fine, you know. I'm just
kidding.
I'm just relaxing during my off day, you know.
As you should. As you should, V-Man. Enjoy your off day. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. And next time I'll see you, we'll be celebrating signing Mike Williams. How about that?
All right.
Peace out, V-Man. Cheers. Cheers to V-Man. Let's freaking go. Happy late birthday, King Blaze. Happy late birthday, belated birthday. Jack and I's birthday is coming up. April 1st is my birthday. Jack's birthday is April 2nd. Yeah, how about that? We miss Jack. We got to get Jack on the channel. I know you guys miss him. At least I hope you guys do. If you don't, I'll be pissed at you. You mean you don't miss my boy Jack? Come on. I'm just playing around with you boys and girls in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to more of your callers. The Jets have 2 guys coming through to the facility. And maybe there's another guy coming to the facility that we don't even know about. Maybe there's another guy coming to the facility that we don't even know about. You never know. Next up, we got RJ Jets. What's up, RJ? How you doing?
Richie.
My man.
Land of the free, home of the Jets, Jets, baby.
Jets. Look at that.
I am loving this offseason, but I mean, I might be a little different than most of Jets Nation on this draft that's coming up.
And that's the beauty of it all.
Number one, hey man. Well, number one, I mean, definitely want to give the flowers to JD. Definitely, he's putting in that off-season work. I mean, I like him in the off-season. I think the way to get me in love again is those mid-season moves got to change, man. Like, we got to become more flexible mid-season. You're doing a great job in the off-season. You're doing a good job on the if you prepare to fail, or if you fail to prepare to fail kind of deal. But we definitely, I want to see this carry over into the flexibility and the pivoting that's needed in the midseason. That being said, I like Bowers. I mean, I really like Bowers, and I love the fact that we want to go after a playmaker. But Smith is only on a 1-year deal. And I don't want to play the guess me game next year on left tackle.
I know. I agree.
Oh, did I freeze?
No, you're good. You hear me, RJ? You're good. All right. Well,
Yeah,
RJ,
yeah, yeah. A little choppy on my end, but I'm driving. But
yeah. Be safe. Keep the eyes on the road. But I agree. I think that the offensive line position is still 100% an option for the New York Jets because you got to look at the long term. Not only do we have a 1-year guy in the left tackle spot, we have a 1-year guy in the right tackle spot, Morgan Moses. So we want to build continuity, right? Continuity on that offensive line, which is why I think offensive line is still on the table 100%. RJ, great call. Hope to see you again soon, my friend. And how about a JETS? Jets. Take care, bro.
hey, JETS, Jets, baby.
Let's go. Drive safely, my friend. How about that? Now, listen, I think a lot of Jets fans agree with RJ. I don't think he's alone. I don't think RJ's alone. Because you look at this offensive line, we're happy as it looks right now, but it's more of a short-term fix than a long-term fix. We want a long-term solution on offensive line. So I do not think RJ is alone. 100%. LaSalle is live. LaSalle, you're live, baby. Give me your takes, LaSalle. I know you're there. Come on, LaSalle. LaSalle. Going once, LaSalle. Going twice, LaSalle. LaSalle! Damn, bro. I know we all wanted to hear what LaSalle had to say. We all wanted to hear what LaSalle had to say. That's sad. LaSalle.
Hello?
We got him.
Oh, sorry. It kicked me out.
That's okay. We got you
kicked me
now.
out.
That's all that matters.
Kicked me out. I was like, okay. So I will say right now, I'm loving what we're doing. I said this on Ryan's show. I'm loving what we're doing. I'm liking that we're trying to get getting Mike Williams, and if he is gonna sign, I feel like that's a good deal, good wide receiver to get. And then with the draft, I'm still saying trade down. But like you said, you kind of right. It did take two to tango, but I feel like there's a lot of other things that people will trade down for, like a wide receiver. Like I feel like there's so many good depth wide receiver, but there also like there's a chance that Malik Neighbors could fall down, and if someone wants him in that 10th overall pick, well, we got someone there to like, hey, you want this 10? Want this 10th overall pick? Pick. So I'm just looking at I do like us getting a tackle, but I feel like it'd be better for us right now if we want to get a tackle in the first round to trade down because at the end of the day, he's not going to start. So why do we need like a number one starter left tackle? Like, we don't need that. We just need the one that we know had the talent but could be grown by a guy like Smith.
Yeah. I think that's a good take, LaSalle, and I agree. I think that there's other positions out there, and thank you for the call as always, LaSalle. Always bringing that fire, baby. But to his point, maybe people want to trade up for a position that's not a quarterback, right? This class is rich in a lot of other positions, and maybe there's a team sitting there at 16, 17, 18 range that's like, I'm willing to sacrifice our second-round pick for this specific prospect, or maybe a third, or maybe something, right? So it does take two to tango. The Jets are definitely looking to trade back, but it's not 100% likely. And if the Jets do stay at 10, they have a lot of options. And I've noticed that we have a balance amongst the fan base of where we want to go. Some people are all in on Brock Bowers. Some people want nothing to do with him. Some people want to go all in offensive line. They're not satisfied with the offensive line, and I happen to agree with that. I love the way the offensive line's looking right now, but I'm not satisfied with it. We have to prepare that, unfortunately, Tyron Smith might not be playing all 17 games. So who is going to play when he's down? Is it Carter Warren, or are they going to go get somebody else? Is it a David Bakhtiari on a veteran minimum? Is it a rookie? Right? Do we want to rely on a young rookie to play right away, or the Jets go on the long-term approach? Because remember, Joe Tippmann started off the season on the bench last year. The Jets drafted Joe Tippmann in the second round last season, and he came into week 1 on the bench. Connor McGovern won the starting job, and then when there was an injury, that's when Joe Tippmann plugged in at right guard. And then Connor McGovern got hurt, and that's when he went to center. So my point is the Jets aren't shy to draft an offensive lineman to sit and learn, even if it's a top-tier pick. Second round is pretty up there, right? So I feel like there's a lot of guys to love. Afuaga, Troy Patanu. I mean, there's a lot of guys that I feel like Joe Douglas is definitely going to have high on his grade to bring in this offseason to build out this offensive line for the future. Because as much as we want to go all in and win right now, I do want to build long-term success here. And the offensive line needs to be consistently good every single year. And right now we have a short-term fix on the offensive line. We have two long-term pieces in AVT and Joe Tippmann. And by the way, AVT is due to get paid soon. We're going to have to make a decision on his fifth-year option. If you're the Jets, do you want to pick up AVT's fifth-year option after he's coming off 2 back-to-back season-ending injuries? I mean, I hope they do that because I don't want AVT to go anywhere. In the perfect world, AVT's healthy this year and he gets an extension. He's long-term on the Jets forever. I want Elijah Vera-Tucker on this football team, but the issue with AVT is his health, right? It's his health. So we need continuity. We need players on this Jets offensive line to be here long-term. Joe Tippmann is a rock. John Simpson's here. Carter Warren could be a long-term piece. But I feel like the Jets offensive line is trending in the right direction, and there's no reason why Jets fans should not be excited about the direction of this football team. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Let's get to 200 likes, baby. We're at 173. Hit that thumbs up button right now for your boy. Another thing that's surrounding the New York Jets right now that we all know about is Zach Wilson. Where is Zach Wilson going? Right? Where is Zach Wilson going? And I feel like there's a lot of rumors around the 49ers. The Jets can actually be able to trade him or they're going to have to cut him. So that is all the interesting stuff that we have to talk about. Peculiar with the first super chat of the show. Tippmann's second round is a steal. Let's effing go Jets. Oh, yeah, baby. It was a steal. That was a great, great pick. Great pick for the Jets. I actually saw a 2023 NFL draft, a redraft, where they kind of do a redraft. And they had the Jets drafting Joe Tippmann in the first round, where they drafted Will McDonald, which I find hilarious. All right, folks. So for those of you guys that already know, just a quick reminder that your boy is going to be live today at 3 p.m. EST on The Huddle. I just put the link in the description, pinned at the top of the chat. So if you guys want to support your boy over here on The Huddle, I will be live at 3 p.m. on The Huddle talking everything you need to know about the NFL draft, everything you need to know about the NFL free agency, everything you need to know about the New York Jets. It's going to be me, Dan, and TD live at 3 o'clock. This show is live Monday through Friday on BetUS TV's YouTube channel, The Huddle. Definitely go check it out. I want as many Jets fans in that chat as possible. There's a lot of Dolphins fans and a lot of Bills fans. I want to balance it out and get as many Jets fans in that chat every single day, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. It's a 1-hour show, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. It's been a lot of fun. I think this is week 5 on the channel, week 5 on the show. So definitely go check it out. It's been a lot of fun. 3 o'clock, go check it out. We're going to be breaking down everything around the NFL. So I'll see you guys then at 3 o'clock, I'll see you guys there. Go click that link at the top of the chat. Hit the notification bell so you don't forget that I'll be live there in 2 hours. 2 hours from now, I'll be live on that channel. I'll see you guys there. I'm going to wrap up the show now. Thank you guys so much for another Jets Media Free Agency News live stream. My name is Richie. Thank you guys so much. Salute to the chat. Salute to Jets Nation. Salute to all the NFL fans that's tuning into the show. I'll catch you next time. See you at 3 o'clock on The Huddle on BetUS TV. Peace out, everybody.